श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः, भद्रं पश्येम अक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैः तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यसेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नः तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः, स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ अग्ने नयसुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां ते नमवुक्तिं विधेम। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आब्रह्मन् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मवर्चसी जायताम्, आराष्ट्रे राजन्यः शूरैषव्यो दिव्याधि, महारथो जायतां दुग्ध्री धेनुः ओढानड्वान्, आसुः सप्तिः पुरन्धिर्योषा, जिष्णुरथेष्ठा सभेयो युवा, अस्य यजमानस्य वीरो जायतां, निकामे निकामे नः पर्जन्यो वर्षतु, फलवत्यो न ओषधयः पच्यन्ताम्, योगक्षेमो नः कल्पेताम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ स्वस्ति आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि, वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुः श्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि, सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्। मा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः, ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Today we have to sit before the Maharshi Paipalada on behalf of the great rishis who have got some doubts, and what doubts the rishis have got and asked the Brahma Rishi, the highly knowledgeable rishi, who is the Brahmamanasa Putra, to whom the Atharvaveda has been revealed. So he is a Gnani par excellence. So before that Gnani, three rishis have gone and put the questions, and they got the answers. So we are knowing about the three questions. One is, why at all constantly Brahmadeva is creating people on the ground and vastus on the ground? Secondly, what is prana and what is rai? And all that has been. And in the second in the third question, we have seen, in the second question, a question has been put. Okay, there is creation, people are all born. How not all people are same? Why there is a division among the people? The major division being Devaha, Manushyaha. And among Devas and Manushyas, again there is a division of the Varishthas. So thereby this kind of division or classification for people born on the earth makes the difference. Actually we ask, why not all people the same? Then even in the family, for a pair, for one pair, for a parents, if children are born, all the children are not the same, and there is a division. So when it begins from the family, and so varishtatvam, not all children will be varishtas, and there will be also there will difference like that. So thereby this is what, and ultimately, the third question, again in third question, ultimately we are given to understand that there is the Panchapranas, Prana, Udana, Vyana, and all that, and their locations in the body. So the Udana and Prana, and Samana and Pranavayu, they are having the ultimate ending to the karmas, punyam, papam, and all that, to be taken to the higher lokas, where there will be a judgment made, and accordingly the Atma. So, for example, it is said that in the sloka, in the 10th mantra of third chapter, that there is that the prana, the Udana Vayu will take to Punya Lokas and Papa Lokas, depending on all these things. So, whoever knows about this prana jnana, prana shakti, and accordingly try to study about the Adhyatma, Bahiratma, and all that, they will be getting the better lokas and happiness. So that is only third question. And now we go to the fourth, Chaturtha Prashna, which is asked by the Gargya Mahamuni to Bhagavan, and he says, okay, there is some change in the behavior or in the habits of the people born on the land, and what are and how, and when they are doing all that, what is happening to them. So the question is like this: Om Athainam Sa Sauryayani Gargyaha Papracha Bhagavan Etasmin Purushe Kani Swapanti Kani Asmin Jagrati Katara Esha Devaha Swapnan Pasyati Kasyaitat Sukham Bhavati Kasminnu Sarve Sampratisthitaha Bhavanti Ti. Really, it's a matter of common question to all people. Only people will go to sleep, they get up, they go to work, and they suffer if there is suffering. If they're happy, they laugh when there is something to laugh about, or feel happy about it. So all this activity is going on to people. Then actually he wanted to know, so in the body, what exactly are those which go to sleep? Again, which are the parts of the body, or which is the portions of the body uh, which will be wakeful, and how the God is able to see your dreams, because nobody who dreams only feels it, but the others who are their neighbors or anybody sleeping along, they cannot see your dreams. So dream is always personal, and swapna is the dream. Jagrat is the wakeful state. So swapna, we have got, there are differences. Dream, suswapna, swapna, duswapna. So many times all the dreams are like the white clouds in the sky. They just appear and go away, but you don't remember at all what kind of white cloud. So that's why there are almost, we will be in dream state, but the moment we open Jagrati, we open our eyes and we become awakened, then we don't remember anything at all. But all this is being caused by Paramatma, and who only Paramatma is able to visualize all these dreams. And again, one more question. Kasya eta sukham bhavati, kasmin sarve sampratishtita bhavati. Actually, all these, to whom is going to be of happiness, and in what all the beings are being established. So these are all the questions which are posed by the Gargya Mahamuni, who is a Sauryayani, to Pippalada Maharshi. So the Maharshi is very patient, and whatever be the kind of question, and realizing the students who are asked the questions, there are really deserving persons to whom he can impart the answers and the knowledge. So in the fourth question, in fourth prashna, second mantra reads like that. I am just reading. Tasmai sahaho vacha yatha gargya marichayo arkasya astam gacchataha sarvaha etasmin tejo mandala eki bhavanti ताः पुनः पुनः उदयतः प्रचरन्ति एवं हवै तत्सर्वं परे देवे मनसि एकीभवति तेन तर्हि एष पुरुषः न शृणोति न पश्यति न जिघ्रति न रसायते न स्पृशति नाभिवदते न दत्ते नानन्दयते न विसृजते न यायते स्वपितीति आचक्षते. See, so swapiti means he is sleeping. So when he is sleeping, what is happening? In deep sleep, that gentleman will not be able to hear, nastrunoti, na pasyati, will not be able to see, will not be able to smell, will not be able to taste, will not be able to touch, nor not be able to desire, nor even respond, reply, nabhivadate, and he will not be able to give or receive anything, and will not be happy or excited or laughing, and so he will not leave things, he will not move about. So there will be absolute inaction when people go to sleep, deep sleep. So that's why then only you say, oh, he is sleeping. Slumber, he is sleeping. That is, all the activities that the body is used to will become suspended temporarily. So Nidra is supposed to be a tatkalika maranam. It is a temporary death. But because the death is temporary, all people are happy to go to invite, to enjoy, to go through the sleep time. And how at all it is happening like that? So a parable is an example, a parallel has been pointed out by our Rishi to make the concept well understood by us. That is, he says that when Surya is born, when Surya rises, all the kiranas spread all over the mandala, and all those kiranas of Surya Bhagavan has come from the Tejo Mandalam. That's what we call it as Aditya Mandalam. So Aditya Mandalam is the source projecting the lamp, the brilliance and the light and rays of Surya the moment he starts rising in the east. Again, as long as he is there, all actions are possible. Any and every object becomes visible. So it is actually dispelling the darkness. So when sun comes up in the horizon, no course for any darkness to prevail. Everything will be illumined. And the same sun, when he sets down at the west, then again darkness provides and all that. But what is happening is, so he is just trying to get united with the source of projection, namely the Tejo Mandalam, Aditya Mandalam. So when he, and that is like tortoise, whenever it wants, it projects its angas. ಕೂರ್ಮೋ ಅಂಗಾನಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ಸಹ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. So Kurma is the tortoise. So the tortoise has got the capacity If there is a fear, some danger, it will withdraw its limbs. So that is the same thing for all people at all. ప్రపంచంలో ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి there is that kind of a projection or extension and withdrawal. So that is wonderful answer. Secondly, what is that? What is that Aditya Mandalam? He said that is the mind of the Paramatma, Manassu. So, Pare Deve Manasi Eki Bhavati. So, literally talking, all that Surya Shakti or any Shakti that is projected onto the horizon, onto the world, that will again become joined or become one with the mind of the God. Deva, Deve, Manasi Eki Bhavati. That is, God is a composite personality. And that is to say, we say Paramatma is Saguna and Nirguna. So both forms are there available in the God. Murta, Amurta, Vigraha, Na Vigraha. So this is how we understand from other Vedantic texts regarding the Paramatma. So Murta, Murta in Lalita Sahasranamam and Nitya Trupta, Niravadhihi. So when you look at the names of Lalita Parameswari or even Durga Parameswari or any god, Vishnu or Shiva, you observe that they are and they are above. So that is the nature of the Paramatma. You are also, we are also, when we are in the house, we are attached with all household things. But when we are outside, all the household things are withdrawn. You don't know. So this kind of projection and withdrawal is a common feature, and all these things will happen because of the Paramatma's operative action. Deve manasi eki bhavati. Tena tatha esha purushaha. So as you have got that cosmic example, so that's a cosmic example. So it happens to the mundane example also. So we have no option, we have no alternative at all. So we have to sleep. We have to give up all this activity of the body when we are in sleep. And again, we get back all these things when we become wakeful. That's why we always make a prayer to Sri Rama the moment we get up. Apadam apahartaram dataram sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. See, Lokabhiramam is important because he is trying to please all that has to be active and promotive in the lokas. What is loka? Loka is punya and papa. It is a combination or existence of both things, dvandvam. There is punyam and papam, the meritorious merit and also sin. So it all, the discretion and activity and mind, everything is left for the human beings and other beings. But the animals are not having the discretion. They go by their nature, instinct. But man works by the intelligence and intuition. So that's why there is a hell of difference between the human and non animal. Anyway, so here that's what is the swapiti iti achakshate. Achakshate means people pronounce and proclaim that this is how the whole thing goes. And Paramatma has got a mind, in his mind or energy, source energy, and into the source energy, the projected energy will sink back. The same idea is beautifully given by Vivekananda, the great philosopher, whom we constantly remember, though he lived a short time, but he is immortal in the minds of many people. So Ramakrishna mission is there. So there he said, everybody is a projectile projected from a common point of projection. When once the projectile activity is over, it will sink back to the point of projection. Therefore, that's on the circumference of the locum or world. This is a big globe or horizon. It is true. And we are experiencing, and we are not aware of that, we just go through automatically. Sleeping, wakeful, work, sleeping, wakefulness, and work and all that. Therefore, so this is what is the fourth prashna, second mantra talks about. Now again, a definition is to be given to us in the third question, that in third mantra, Gargama, the Garga was answered like this, that pranaha agnayaha eva etasmin pure jagrati garhapatyo hava eshaha apanaha vyano anvaharya pachanaha yat garhapatyat praniyate pranayanat ahavaniyaha pranaha. So ultimately, what is prana? Prana is Agni, is fire, is activity. And this has got to be invoked into us. Prana temporarily gets out from our body, and the same prana will be again invited back. That is to say, when we go to sleep, suspend all our activity, go to bed, then the prana, then we are just sending out the prana. Then this prana means the activity. Again, when we wake up, we are getting it. But the same thing is metaphorically compared to the Agni forms. That's why she says that pranaha agnayaha. All the pranas are agnis, fire. Agni and then energies. And all pranas. And agnayaha, because it is a plural, we have several agnis. And different agnis are there. And ultimately, what is the final verb? Agni is Arunaketuka Agni, which is being spoken about in the Aruna Prashna Taittiriya Aranyaka, Aruna, and that is what is called Surya Bhagavan. Anyway, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಆದಿತ್ಯ ಸರ್ವೋ ಹಿ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So it has been told that Surya Bhagavan is the repository for all kinds of Agnis, either it is Jatara Agni or any other Agni, Nachiketa Agni, Viswasruja Agni, and Svishtakrut Agni. Like that, we come across several. So Agni is a big subject in our Vedic and Agni in Vedas. And we say Agnaye Namaha and more. How is it Agni andre? Agnaye Bruhate Naka Yaswaha anta baratte. In Ajurveda, see, Agnaye Bruhate Naka Yaswaha means he can rise to the heights of heavens. Therefore, whenever anything, food for or offering or ahutis offered in the Agni, that only will have the movement and goes to the respective gods' houses whose name has been marked and offered. Agnaye Swaha, Chandraya Swaha, Indraya Swaha, Bruhaspataya. So like that we make offerings into the fire, into the Yagnavedi, where there is fire. Therefore, so prana agnayaha, now we should realize that prana is a fire. We can't play with our life. So supposing one person turns ill, or then it is that pranam is affected. So in Telangana area, the Telangana people, in their Telugu language, if they are aswastha, not well, they will simply come and say, sir, రికార్డింగ్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. స్టాప్ రికార్డింగ్ స్టాప్ చేస్తాం. సో you see that So Pranagnaya keep on explaining that there are different kinds of pranas. Mainly we know that prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. These are the five pancha pranas. And again, these pancha pranas, the prana itself is a big subject. That's exactly what in our Upanishad is called Prana Vidya, Prana Upanishad. And so let us not go deep into the discussion of the prana here, but ultimately, what is prana? Agnayaha. And tasmin pure jagrati. So pranagnaya eva asmin pure. That's why asmin pure means purusha. Just a break I will take. This body is a city. We have been telling, all people tell that Puri Sete iti Purushaha, apart from other definitions, that is, we have all amenities in the body, that's why it's called Purusha. And the Paramatma is called as a Purusha, as we understand from the Purusha Sukta. So that difference is always there between man and God. Here, Garhapatyaha va esha apanaha vya apanaha. So the pancha pranas are there, pancha koshas are there, and there are many fives are there. So Panchami, Panchabhutesi, Pancha Sankhyopacharini, like that in Lalita Sahasranamam, say Panchami, another Ammavaru, Swarupam, Aidulo undi anamata. So Ammavaru, when you are having the five number, it is all in all. So here, the Prana Agni is in the form of Garhapatya Agni. See, there are other Agni, Amad Agni, Kravyad Agni, and Ahavaniya Agni, like that. That is major division of the fires. In fact, some scholars have worked well and brought a big volume, 2 volumes on Agni, published by the Motilal Banarsidas, a very large volume, all about Agni is there. Now, in this, our Pappalad Maharshi says, Garhapatya Agni is the Apanam. The apana vayu is domestic because that is very important. Prana is, of course, but even if one is not well, the prana vayu will come up, oxygen. But when apana is affected, that's a problem. That's why even in the Swastino, even in the Ano Bhadra Sukta or Swastino Mimitam or some such suktas, we make a special prayer that Paramatma has to abad. So without any pain, there should be free flow, free activity. So that's exactly what is called as Garhapatyaha. And next one is the Vyana. Anvaharya Pachana Agni is Vyana. Prana, Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana. Look here how these five winds, five Vayus are being likened to the fire. So our fire himself has got divided into five forms. Garhapatya Agni, sorry, is the Apana, and Vyana is Anvahari Pachanam, and Yad Garhapatyat Praniyate, then Pranayanat Ahavaniya Pranaha. So ultimately, Prana Apanas are very important. And Vyana is there. Actually, where are the locations of these Panchapranas? So Prana in the nostrils and Apana in this next, the down And at the abdomen, we have got the Vyana, and Udana in the chest, and Samana in the throat, in the neck. So this is one situation of the Pancha Pranas in our body. So all the prana, Samana Vayu will be helping all these pranas inside, and that kind of prana Shakti or prana Vidya goes like. So here it is said that yes, Ahavaniyaha Pranaha. So Ahavaniya Agni, that is a sacred Agni. So Praniyate, Pranayana Ahaniya. Praniyate means it is going to be moving from Garhapatya, Anvaharya Pachana, and ultimately to Ahavaniya. Three types of fires are there, which are useful from a religious point of view also, in order that the prana Shakti is being maintained, invoked, contained, and then released. So this is the Agni form of that. Now, another say in the fourth question answer, yet uchvasa nisvaso nisvasav etau ahuti samam nayati iti saha samanaha. This is the definition of samana vayu, which is in our body constantly working. Therefore, when body is living, it means that there is a lot of functioning and activity going on. And that is exactly a good study of our body. So that's what exactly goes as Sarira Mimamsa. Shastram Sarira Mimamsa Devaha Parameswaraha. So this we have to understand our own body. Here Uchvasa Nisvasa both are being managed, monitored, helped by the wind by going by the name Samanavayu. That's why we always take the prana pratishtha when you want to, that is whatever prana that we have got, when we want to transfer it, then we make a saying that Uchvasa Nisvasa Rupena Bahiragatya. You come in the form of Uchvasa and Nisvasa and Asmin Bimbe Kalase Pratishtantu Swaha. For that kind of activity of the pranas, of the air, is the Samana Vayu. And here, the mind, everybody has been endowed with the mind, and that has to be Shiva and well managed. And what is that? The mind is belonging to the Yajamana, the sacrificer, or the owner of that. Manohavai, Manohavava Yajamanaha. Ishtaphalam eva udanaha. Sayenam Yajamanam Aharaharaha Brahma Gamayati. Look at this beautiful functioning. See, Brahma Gamayati. Gamayati is a wonderful verb. Makes to all, there is one body who is a driver. So Brahma is the driver in our body. When body is taken as the sartham, as a chariot. Sariram Rathinam Vidhi. So Sarira is a chariot. And so there is in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives you a beautiful metaphorical description about our own Sarira, and who is governing our Sarira. It is a Brahma. So when we say Manas is the Yajamana, Manas is the man or Purusha or the sacrificer or the worker, and who is the monitor. Yajamana is the owner, sponsorer. So Manas is the sponsoring. Unless your mind tells you, you will not commit. You will not come up with any plan or any activity. So Manaha Yajamanaha. Ha Vava Yajamana. Ha Vava tells that it is certainly the mind is the base for any and everything. And what is that? Ishtaphalameva Udaveva Udana. Udana Vayu is there. That Udana is one which is giving you the Ishtaphala. We have got Agni Swishta Krutu anta Soundarlari Havana ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಸಂಘಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಡೇಟ್ and all that will be announced. Avaga, after having received all the ahutis and worship and all that, Agni becomes a Suishtakrutu, Swishtakrut Agnihi anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So he turns out to be one ready to give you the benefit of all that you have done, that of your like. What you like most, that will be only granted. That's exactly what is called Ishta Phalam. Phalam is result, and Ishta is that you like. So Ishta Phalam eva Udanaha. So it is the Udana Vayu in our body which is giving you good and bad and all that Ishtam, whatever you want. You want to reject one and you want to select another. So the rejection and selection, difference and everything is being monitored by the Udana Vayu inside us. సో అందుకే అంటారు ప్రాణం ప్రాణం చక్కగా లేదు అంటారు. ప్రాణ చెన్నాగిల్ల అంత. వాట్ యు మీన్? దట్ దెర్ ఇస్ సమ్ ప్రాబ్లం, దెర్ ఇస్ సమ్ డిఫికల్టీ. అండ్ అగైన్, సో సహా ఏనం, సహా దేవ ఏనం, సహా బ్రహ్మ ఏనం యజమానం అహరహ గమయతి. దట్స్ వాట్ వి అండర్స్టాండ్. Whether you are sleeping or wakeful, whatever be the activity that a man is taking, no matter for Paramatma, that Paramatma is constantly a watch. She's a watchdog for us. That we have got to remember, that as Bipolar Maharaj says, that Saha Brahma, that Brahma, Saha Devaha, Yenam, Yajamanam, Yen Martane, Aharaha, Ahaha, Ahaha, Aharaha. So every moment, that's why we make so many prayers are there for Ammavaru or Ayyavaru, saying that Bhagyada Lakshmi, for example, Purandardas sings Bhagyada Lakshmi Baramma, ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಪದೇ ಪದೇ, ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಪದೇ ಪದೇ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಕ್ಕ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್, ಎವ್ರಿ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ guarded. If you slip the next step, you will be on the ground. And so that's why at the end we say, when we do our Hundarle Homa, as a matter of aparatha kshamapana, bhumau skalitapadanam bhumireva avalambanam. If we skip or fall, I mean do some mistake, when we again fall upon that, bhumireva avalambanam. So ಈ ಅಪರಾಧಗಳು ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ತ್ರೈಜಾತ ಅಪರಾಧಾನಾಂ ತ್ವಮೇವ ಶರಣಂ ಶಿವೇ. ಅಮ್ಮ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ, ಲಲಿತಾ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ, ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಪರಾಧಾಸ್, to outwit all of them, to cancel all of them, you are the only capable lady, therefore we surrendered. And Bhudevi and Sri Devi both are important for our life movement, journey. That's why you observe in Mysore, Maharaja's palace, at the gate, at one of the gates of Maharaja palace, there is the temple of Bhuvaneswari and Rajarajeshwari. So Bhuvaneswari, Rajarajeshwari, both are same, Ammavare. Kani functional difference is there. That's why there is a variety of functions of Adishakti Swarupini, and all those variety of functions have been performed only because the Shakti. Even in Durga Saptasati, in the Kavacha Stotram, you observe our body, internal parts and external parts, all of them have got to be taken, have got to be guarded by so many forms of Devi. That's why the Devi takes a different Murti. And also the weapons that she will have at the respective Swarupas also little vary. And therefore, it is being established, pronounced and enunciated by our Pipalada Maharshi that Saha Brahma Gamayati. And the next mantra will give more details about the Swapnavastha, Nidravastha, and all that is being given in the fifth mantra, talking about the Uchvas. And the fourth mantra, Pippalada Maharshi gives the idea of Uchvas and Nisvasas and the interference of Brahmadeva or the creator because we cannot create ourselves. We are all created beings. Whenever we are created, whenever we are employed, all our things depend upon the employer. So employer is the one who has to sign our pay, pay bill, who has to give us work, who has to judge our work and all that. So Paramatma is there, Brahma is there, who is trying to do it. And now such kind of prana, apana, vana, udana, and also the Paramatma, and whose mind only prevails, not our mind. See, next moment what you do, you don't know. You may want to do one thing next moment or next step, but you may not do that, but you may do different one. Even in respect of the fortune, people say if you do Satyanarayana Vratam for some purpose, for what purpose you do Satyanarayana Vratam, that may not immediately be granted by Satyanarayana Swami. Narayana is Satyam. So he will give it, but after several repeated worships. In fact, one guru told somebody, you perform Satyanarayana Vratam to get so and so. Then he performed, actually performed large number of times, about more than 17 times. So 17 times he did Vratam. And afterwards he got the fulfillment. Then he went to Guru and said, Guru is Paramatma. He said, asked him, Sir, why 16 times what I wanted did not happen? 17th time it happened. And then Guru said, see, the Paramatma also has got mind, and he knows when, what, how to be given to you. So all the doshas or hindrances which prevented for the fulfillment of your wonderful desire were cancelled or removed because you repeated 16 times. That's why we call it a japa. So japato nasti patakam anta ಹೇಳಿದ ಕೃಷಿತೋ ನಾಸ್ತಿ ದುರ್ಭಿಕ್ಷಂ japato nasti patakam. They say if you just do agricultural operations, you'll get food and there is no durbhiksha. And similarly, if you do japa, puja, parayana, and some kind of time devoted to Paramatma, time for them, then he will take hold of you. Otherwise, normally things will get delayed. So here it is said that Atra Esha Deva, I'm just reading the fifth one. Atra Esha Devaha Swapne Mahimanam Anubhavati. Yadrushtam Drushtam Anupasyati Srutam Srutameva Artham Anusrunoti Desadi Ganta Desha Desadigantarescha प्रत्यनुभूतं पुनः पुनः प्रत्यनुभवति दृष्टं च अदृष्टं च श्रुतं च अश्रुतं च अनुभूतं च अननुभूतं च सत् च असत् च सर्वं पश्यति सर्वः पश्यति. This is the truth of life. ದೇವರನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, ದೇವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತು, ದೇವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಪಾಪ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಪಾಪ ಆರ್ ಪುಣ್ಯಾರ್, ನೋ, ಹೀ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವಾಚ್ ಡಾಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವೋ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮೀಟರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಹೌಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಯಮಲೋಕ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಷ್ಣುಲೋಕ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ another scripture says, Vedic text tells that. ಸೊ ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೀಟರ್? ಋಷಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಏನೇನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರೋ ಅದರ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿರುವ ಫಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. So I mean, as an example, a guru has given me one Narasimha mantram, and I'm doing in my own way. And when I went to have a reading from Sukha Maharshi Nadi at my other guru, and when he read that, he said, you have come here listening to Sukhanadi and all that because of the power of the result of your Narasimha mantra japam in your own way. ಅಂತ ಸುಖ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಅವಾಗ ಐ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಸಿ ಮಹರ್ಷೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಗಾಟ್ ಗೋತ್ರ ಋಷಿ, ವಂಶ ಋಷಿ, ವಂಶದೇವತಾ, ಕುಲದೇವತಾ, ಗೋತ್ರ ದೇವತಾ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫ್ರೀ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ so many attachments, known and unknown. And therefore, we have to be very conscious are cautious of our life and move activity in our journey of life. Even Navagrahas are also there. In fact, in our Sri Jairam Mandali, long years back, we have conducted one full day seminar, the role of Navagrahas in the journey in the journey of human life or humans. ಅಂತ ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ದೇ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ನೋ ರಿಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಆರ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ to take photographs and all that. But Dr. B.V. Raman, their children, Dr. Gayatri Raman, so many people had come. But that is to say that even the Navagrahas are there, Rishis are there, gods are there for all watching what is going to happen. That's why Devaha Swapne Mahimanam Anubhavati. So it is all when Purusha is the incumbent of the Deva, God is there in our body, then that the God is the first person who is undergoing or realizing the Mahima of the Swapna that the Purusha is going through. So Pippalada Maharshi says that, Aya, don't think that you are widowed, you are individualistic, you are singular. No, you are always. That's why whenever we do puja, you may be one person sitting with all grumbling, ನಾನೇ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾರು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾರು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ whenever you do Kalsa Puja, there you invoke everybody. The Vedas, Vedangas, the Rishis, everybody will come and stay. So Kalasasya, Mukhe, all Trimurtis, everything. When you look at the mantras in the Kalasa Puja, you understand when you start Agamarthantu Devanam, all these Vedas, Vedangas, Rishis, other Devatas and Trimurtis, everybody will come and join to make worship to the Paramatma that you are doing. And that exactly what also we call as the Nirmalya Seva. For Guruvayur Krishna, right in the morning, 2:50 to 3 o'clock or so, early morning, there will be Nirmalya Seva to him. At that time, almost all the gods will be present. When the Nirmalya is removed, there will be the Pratyaksha Darshana of the Moola Swarupa Paramatma. So, a Moola Swarupa, otherwise when you go to Tirupati, you will have a special ticket or special darshan called as the Netra Darshanam. All time the Netra of Deva Malaji will be covered up. But only after Abhisheka and all that, Netra Darshanam will have. So we had the opportunity of having the Netra Darshanam of Balaji in Tirumala, and that's really a great fortune. Like that, you observe Devaha Swapne Mahimanam Anubhavati. And also, he will be able to visualize what is seen, what is not seen also. So what dream you remember, what dream you don't remember, both of them are there in the register of Paramatma. So he keeps a register wherein all these things are there. Is it? See, very beautiful it is, you know. So that's why whenever we go to the Upanishadic area, there you come to have more and more light, luster, realization and knowledge. Therefore, Upanishadic Vidya ಅಂತಾರೆ, ವೇದೋಪನಿಷತ್ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಘರೆಯವರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. That is what is Veda. Some of the important secrets that are revealed in Veda Samhitas are being explained in our Upanishads. That's why if you put a question, how many Upanishads are there? And innumerable Upanishads are there. So, and moreover, here you see Rigveda 2, or 1.5 or 2 or 3. But Yajurveda 19 and Samaveda more. But Atharveda, because that's a Veda, people's Veda, and it is a Vaishajya Veda. And and also Atharveda is known to give you relief from pain. That's why we have got all kinds of miscellaneous mantras in Atharveda. So Atharvedin is important. He is the patrolling authority. He is the police. He is the security. He is a doctor and he's got emergencies, and also he is that, yeah, everything. So that's why Atharveda is very, very important. Manu Sukta is there in Atharveda. Rigveda has got Manu Sukta. So you can imagine what is given in the Rigveda is taken up, commonly found in the Atharveda, and very much popular in the religious tradition. By reciting the Manu Sukta for 14 times for 14 days per day, you will definitely get whatever you want to achieve or get back. So that's why you observe Drushtam Anupasyati, Adrushtam Anupasyati. Like that, we have got whatever Pancha Pranas or Pancha Indriyas we have got. ಆ ಪಂಚೇಂದ್ರಿಯಗಳು ಏನೇನು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನೋಡುತ್ತೋ ನೋಡೋದಿಲ್ವೋ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಸರ್ವಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ದೇವ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರ ಈಶಾನ ಸರ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಾಂ ಈಶ್ವರ ಸರ್ವಭೂತಾನಾಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಅಧಿಪತಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ ಅಧಿಪತಿ ಸದಾಶಿವೋಂ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರಹ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ next week. What is that? So you observe this particular section is trying to talk about Antaratma and Bahiratma. Actually, in the previous place question, Adhyatma and Bahiratma is being explained. So what is Adhyatma? Even Krishna in Bhagavad Gita explains what is Adhyatma Vidya. And also Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam, that is Krishna Paramatma's identity. And also we have got knowledge to seek about Brahma. Brahma Gnana Nityatvam, Adhyatma Gnana Nityatvam. So this is what is explained in that. We continue that. So thank you, and we'll stop here. Om Swasti. Nandan, if you are not in train, you recite Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Sarvam Sri Matrucharana Aravinda Arpanamastu. Sri Veda Purusha Asirvadostu. Om Tat Satu.